What's up, YouTube? It's been a while. How you doing? Good seeing you. Today we got this lawnmower. Belongs to some family, family, I guess. But it's been sitting for a while. They said it was pretty new, but they couldn't keep it running. But it looks like somebody's worked on it previously, because there's some cables that aren't supposed to be there. Here, let me turn you around. Let me switch my camera. So it's a lawnmower, and it's a Kohler engine, which is pretty good. 6.5 torque. Never seen him put that before. But look, it says no oil change required. I've never seen that. So we'll check the oil, I guess. Gotta check for spark. I got this handy little spark tester thing. We're gonna pull the air cleaner off before we even pull the start, because it was sitting out in by a shed in Florida, so it's probably got something in it. This is what I was saying. This isn't factory. I don't know what that is, what it was hooked on, but somebody put this on here. You know, this isn't factory, obviously. So somebody definitely been in here. But yeah, let me get some tools together. I'm gonna put on some bug spray real quick also, because well, you guys probably never see me with glasses. I usually wear contacts, but my eyes are kind of bugging me today, so I was like, I'll just wear glasses. Anyways, let me get some bug spray on, because it is Florida, and we'll get to it. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is pull the plug. Then I got some multi-purpose lubricant from PB Blaster. You can use any oil. I'm just using that because it's got the little tip. So let me got a tripod in my hand, maybe I should use it. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use some PB Blaster multi-purpose. The only reason I'm using it is because it's got a straw, and we're gonna spray it in the spark plug hole. So let me it might be in your way when I do this, but sorry. So this actually doesn't, this isn't even tight. That's not good. We live in Florida. Uh-oh. Just the humidity going in there can cause it to seize up. I don't want to pull the rope, because I don't want to break any spark plug rings or anything, or piston rings. The plug, I've never seen one that small, but it smells like gas and oil. So we'll have to clean that up. Let's give a shot of this stuff. Alright, let's check the oil. The oil is right here. The one you're not supposed to change. Alright, let me wipe that off on something. We'll put a little bit in it. Okay, I just put a little bit of 1030 in it, just some leftover. I'm just gonna hit this with some carb cleaner, the spark plug, because it's just kind of oily and stuff. It's not burnt or anything. Trying not to get carb cleaner on my camera. I don't know what it'll do to it. I'm sure I have before, but yeah, this plug looks fine. I guess we'll test for spark and go from there. Let this dry for a minute. Okay, instead of using a test light, this little doohickey, I'll show you how that works. So we're just gonna, because I already have the plug out, we're just gonna set it on something metal, and then we'll pull, and you're gonna be looking right there as soon as I find a spot. Okay, one thing I did do, I'm an idiot, sorry. It's been a while since I worked on a push mower, but this handle, I just put a pair of vice grips on it. That has to be pressed. What that is a brake. for your flywheel, but it also puts a ground. It acts as a kill switch. So we're gonna check for spark now. Okay, you're looking right there. Yeah, we got spark. See it? Oh, now we lost it. I mean, we got it, but it's not very good. Okay, that should work. Let me get the plug back in. And maybe we'll put a little fuel in it. Some carb cleaner or brake cleaner or something in there. And try it off. See if it even starts. Well, actually, let's pull this off real quick. This is the air cleaner. Oh yeah, there's some kind of turds in there. Some kind of turds. Oh yeah. That is definitely some kind of bug turd. So I think before we even mess with trying to start it, we'll pull this carburetor off real quick, clean it out real quick, clean that cover off. You know, it's only 2 bolts and probably a couple of wires, a couple of hoses, so we'll do that. And then yeah, we'll go from there. Let me see if I can set this camera up so you guys can watch. They're on the tailgate of my truck. I'm actually out in the front yard. I don't have a shop no more right now. I'm still waiting for my house to sell in Washington. So, don't have a shop. Don't have very many tools. But it's okay. As soon as the house sells, I'm thinking of moving to Tennessee. Or buying a camper or something and just traveling. I don't know yet. We'll see. There's 2 bolts or 2 nuts that go on these studs. The studs probably go into the engine block. And gotta get this hose off. Ooh, mouse turds. I don't think that's a mouse though. A mouse really couldn't fit in there, could it? How would a mouse get in there? I mean, see that hole? Did something chew through that? I don't know. It's kind of odd. Old gasket. So what did they have this for? This is part of the governor. This is part of the governor, right? Or is that the choke? Oh, I see. It's got an automatic choke on the exhaust. See, here's an automatic choke on the exhaust. So maybe the automatic choke, I don't know if you guys can see that. This is an automatic choke, and it somehow works off the exhaust. So maybe that wasn't working, so they put this contraption on here. Don't know. So we got to disconnect these 2 rods, this spring, the gas line, and then it should, yeah, it'll just pop right off. Somebody's definitely been in here before. This gasket ain't right. So, we'll do what we can. I don't know if you guys can see or not. Can't see the screen. Yeah, good. I'm gonna have another video. I gotta get some evapor rust because my tools were in the back of my truck, and one of the panels on the Avalanche, because it has like bed covers, there's 3 panels. Oh, there's no shut off valve. That's awesome. Just gonna stuff this up here for now. Yeah, but one of the panels were off, and hopefully I remember how that goes. The straight rod went to the back, the spring went right next to it, and this funky rod goes to the choke. But how do you get that rod off? It's kind of odd. I think, see how it's curved right here, and over there it needs to come that way. So I think maybe this little nut, you guys see that little nut in there? I see it perfectly, but I got a glare on my screen, so I think this little nut will take this off. There's one on the back. Yeah, there's one on the back also. All right, let me finagle with that because you're not going to be able to see anything, and I'll bring it back. Okay, I just went ahead and took the whole cover off because I couldn't get to these. So we'll get you set up and we'll take these off, and then we should be able to pull something apart. I've never dealt with anything like that, so we'll see. Okay, I also went and got my drill so I didn't have to. Not an impact, so it's a little bit more difficult. There must be some kind of spring in here or something. Yeah, there's a spring, so maybe when it heats up, we'll clean all this up. So maybe this wasn't working. Can you even see me? So probably as it heats up, this allows more or less tension. But, okay, we got that. Okay, so now we can pull this off. Just gonna lay that right there so we know where it goes. And let me get something and I'll bring you guys over and we'll take that apart and clean it. Okay, I sprayed it off with a carb cleaner. So we're going to take the bowl off and stuff, see what's going on there. Then we'll probably blow out the jets and stuff and check the needle and seat. So where's my daughter's dog is out, so I got to pay attention to him. He won't bite anybody, he's like a teddy bear, but he might run off, I don't know. Some water in it, definitely. See that shit? That's water and gas. Ooh, that's bad. That's definitely bad. See what we can do. Yeah, and I don't have a sonic cleaner. Not here. Definitely gonna have to get a new box. Okay, this is after scraping it out and carb cleaner, so it's still pretty bad. Before I waste my time on this, we're gonna put the plug back in, spray a little bit of carb cleaner or something in. So we'll put the plug back in, we'll spray a little bit of carb cleaner or something in there, anything that's flammable. And we'll just make sure it even starts, Because if it doesn't start, there's no sense of wasting my time on this. But, Shadow, he won't bite. Sorry, one of the neighbors came by and the dog went up to him and he got scared. Dog doesn't bite. He's a big baby. But yeah, so let's get this plug back in. We'll spray something in here and we'll go from there. Okay, I forgot we actually had to put the pull starter back on also, so that's back on. It's only 3 bolts or 3 nuts, whatever. So this is just some carb cleaner. Hopefully this will work to start it up. Way too much. Alright, good. Alright, now gotta take this apart, see if we need to buy a rebuild kit or anything, or if we can just get away with cleaning it. And then we got to do something about this bowl, maybe some sandpaper or some kind of little wire brush or something. But let me get you set back up and we'll start taking this apart. As soon as I turn on the camera, it falls. Right. So this is a jet that my screwdriver won't fit in. Okay. I definitely don't recommend doing this, but this is when desperate times call for desperate measures. This is the only thing that would fit in here. I did spray this out before I did it, because there's threads in there, and this little jet in here is brass, so you don't want to break the jet. So this is your jet. It's a metering jet, and this is your emulsion tube. So you got to make sure these are all, you can see daylight through all these holes and everything, and you want to see daylight through there, which right now it's completely plugged. So you got those two. Don't want to lose that. Oh, that's rusted. Something fierce. This is the pin that holds your float and your needle. So this is your float. This is your needle. This one, pull that out. Has a little spring on it. This one's rubber, or probably neoprene or something. Some of them are brass, you know, whatever. But these rubber ones, or neoprene, or whatever they're called, those ones tend to be okay. That's your seat where your needle sits. So we'll clean all this out and make sure all the passages are clear through here, through the side, anything else we can find. This is your mixture screw, so we'll probably pull that out real quick. So you count going in first, so 1, 2, that's actually 2, 2.5, 3, so around 3 turns. This is just plastic, so shouldn't have any corrosion or anything. Actually, all this is your idle adjustment. Yeah, this is just idle adjustment. Huh. So you can't even adjust this carburetor. Huh. So we'll just put that back in. I should have looked on the other side. See how the hole comes through? So that screw hits this little tab, and that's how you adjust your idle. So we're going to go all the way back in and 3 turns out. So half, 1, half, 2, half, 3. Okay, so we'll just spray out all these. I might try and get some vinegar and a wire brush and clean this up real quick. If you put it in vinegar, I wish I had like Evapor-Rust or something, but you can use vinegar. It might just have to sit longer, but I'll see if I can find like a wire brush first. Okay, so I just had some lunch, late lunch. It's like 3 o'clock, but I took steel wool and I cleaned this out as good as I can. I can't get under that screw. I tried to scrape it and stuff with a little screwdriver. And I can't get that bolt out, and I don't want to break it or strip it, so we're just going to go with this for now, and if it causes problems, then we'll look into replacing the carburetor. But I cleaned out these jets. You won't be able to tell, but all the little orifices on there are cleaned up the float, so now we just got to reassemble it and make sure it doesn't leak. Oh, I still got to clean out these little ports. So we'll do that now. Okay, we got it together. Just put the emulsion tube in first, and then the little screw. And then you got your needle and seat and your float. So what we're going to do is blow through this while it's upside down, and air shouldn't blow through. Okay, that's good. Seems pretty good. Now let's just put the bowl back on. We got to save this gasket because I don't have another one, so we'll clean that up. Then we reassemble. I'll bring you back. Hey, got the pull starter. I got all the cables hooked back up. You just do it reverse. I just hooked up the gas line, so that's what I'm looking to see if it's going to leak before I finish putting it apart or putting it together. Alright, let me put the air cleaner back on, these nuts on, and then we'll try it and see what happens. Okay, so I figured something out. You see where I thought like an animal chewed this? I don't think that's what happened. I think somebody took this carburetor off, got this linkage messed up, and had to cut that out. That way the carb choke would open. So I think what's going on, we're gonna have to pull this back off to see, but I think this is actually in the wrong spot. Like the butterfly, I think it should be flipped around the other way, possibly. Let me take this back off and we'll see what we can do. Okay, so how this works is, I think, see how it's getting caught right there? I'm gonna take this lever back off and see what's going on. Something's not right. Huh. Let me figure this out. Okay, so I've come to a conclusion. This butterfly is supposed to be like this, okay? Where how it fits in there normally. This right here is not supposed to be like this. This is supposed to be on the other side, like this. But now the butterfly is wrong. I think somebody took this apart and put it back together wrong. So I'm going to get this butterfly off and flip it around. That way it's in the right position. Because it just needs to be like 180 degrees. So let me try and get that flipped, and then I'll fill you in. Okay, so the butterfly was in here like this, which is completely wrong. It's supposed to be, oh, dropped it. It's supposed to be like this. So somebody had this apart, put the butterfly in wrong. That's why they added this choke cable, because they couldn't get the choke to work. And that's why they put this hole, that way the linkage would quit binding up. So as soon as I put this butterfly back on, I should be able to bolt it up and everything work. Get rid of this stupid choke cable. So let me put that butterfly back on, and then I'll get the rest of this put back together, and then we should be all right. Okay, so I got this hokey pokey crap off of here. I got rid of that stupid bracket. I got this on correctly, I think. It's moving correctly in there. I don't know if you can see it back there. And I took this cable off that was, you know, ghetto. So now we just gotta try it. So let me get it off the truck. We might have to give her a little prime, but we'll see. Let me get it off the truck, and then I'll set up the camera. I'm gonna go with no starter fluid or carb cleaner. I'll say 4 pulls. Did not expect that. Put an air filter on it because all it's doing is sucking up dirt right now. It works. Dude, this thing, it's all-wheel drive, but it is so fast. Like, it wants to drag you across the ground. I don't know if there's any way to slow it down. Huh. Can you, like, partially pull it? Let me try that. Maybe we can partially pull it. You know what I mean? I think it's all or nothing. I don't know if you partially pull it, it does go a little bit slower, but it's hard to maintain because this thing just wants to go all or nothing. So you got to kind of, I don't know. Anyways, it's fixed. So, well, I guess that's it for this one. Appreciate you guys watching, girls, anybody. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the subscribe, the notification, all that crap. And I'll have another video coming up soon, hopefully. We'll see. I got 2 things I need to do, but I'll fill you in later. Alright, peace. Have a good one.